and welcome back to another episode of Neighbourhood Gems. Now, the last episode of Neighbourhood Gems Prata, we had 5 very nice stalls, and from the comments, I can tell that y'all love us together, and even more so the pratas lah. So today, we are gonna try 3 more stalls just for y'all.
We'll be trying like 1 kosong and 1 specialty prata from each stall, just to get a good gauge of like, whether they do the classic right and whether they got something special that they can offer.
Jereld, what is your criteria for a good prata? Has it changed?
No, I'm still very much on the camp where a little bit crispy on the outside, okay, but not until like oily crispy, but inside very light and fluffy.
Must have the...
Yes.
I'm still doughy. I wouldn't say I don't like crispy. I understand why people like it, but at the end of the day, everything is just doughy and nice. Yeah.
But for me also, right, I want my curry to be thick and flavorful. Like I just cannot stand like the watery curries.
I understand. To me, curry also can make or break your whole prata. So I think it's time to get 1 kosong and 1 specialty.
Let's go. Really is recommended.
In this area, Uncle Prata is quite highly rated for some reason. It's 4+ stars.
Wow.
So I'm hoping it's good, but the choices look pretty normal, to be honest.
Yeah, so far looks like nothing different.
So we've tried mushroom cheese egg before, so I think we should get some onion this time.
Egg onion cheese?
Egg onion cheese and 1 kosong.
Okay.
Boss, egg onion cheese 1, kosong 1.
Alright, so we are at our first location in Yishun.
Yishun, correct.
This place is called Uncle Prata.
Uncle Prata.
So if it's not uncle cooking, then
it's a scam.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got kosong.
Okay.
And also egg, cheese, onion.
It's a triple threat combo that I've never tried before.
Same. I never get onion in my prata. Have you?
Yes.
Okay, queen.
Yes. You don't eat onion in your prata?
No, yeah. I always
find like telur bawang you never eat?
No.
It's like a classic. No, yeah, I love like telur and bawang lah. But then like I've never tried it with cheese. I wonder if the extra ingredient really makes a lot of difference.
Cheese and onion, I don't know if it goes well together though. Okay, we start with the kosong. It looks like he did this.
Confirm,
huh?
You can just gif that, then he makes you like,
Confirm, bro, you see, he's fluffed up and got his hand as in the
Actually looks like light and fluffy, not very crispy. Looks like the soft kind, fluffy kind.
Curry a bit, not say dull, but light on the color. Hopefully the color doesn't represent the taste. Okay, let's start with the kosong. I feel like I wouldn't say it's lacking, but it's on its own, the flavor a bit 1 step behind. The taste of the prata is that it just has to be elevated a bit more, just stronger of that same flavor.
Okay, it looks fluffy here, but it's not very fluffy.
Kind of doughy, right?
Doughy in the sense that it's a bit tough also. Some doughy is like nice and chewy, but this one is a bit tough. It's like eating like a well done steak.
Understand.
So like I'm not a fan of the texture so far.
I think maybe you need some curry help.
Yeah. Maybe the curry can change everything. Actually, I'll just try the curry by itself.
Go ahead.
Not bad. Curry flavor is quite strong. As in, like, it's quite thick, but you can sort of feel the powder, like the graininess in the curry.
Is it?
Yeah, but as in taste-wise, it's not bad, but the texture is like not great. I would say the curry flavor quite strong.
Yeah.
So like, I don't mind / quite like the curry.
I feel like it needs the curry to shine. On its own, it's a bit lacking.
Yeah.
Let's try with the dal. I'm not a fan of dal, and this is the reason why.
Yeah, nothing much. For me, if I'm going to eat dal with prata, I need the sambal. If not, like not much taste to it.
Let's go with the speciale. Okay, let's try. This time it's fish curry. Just now it was chicken and
dal. I quite like it.
It's more fish than curry. I wouldn't say it's fishy, but you can taste the fish.
I'm quite digging the curry.
Yeah.
Both of the curry so far, right? Like, as in, that's the thing that stood out to me. Like I just really cannot take the watery kind. It's really quite thick. Because like, okay, normally when you put the egg, like you're taking it out a bit, but then you got the cheese as well, then the onion, wow. But I think it looks more like murtabak now rather than a prata.
It does.
The cheese is quite nice.
Oh,
the onion is very sweet.
I feel like the onion is sweeter than the prata.
Yeah.
But it helps.
No, very nice.
Right?
Yeah.
I haven't tasted the cheese.
Is it your first time eating onion in prata?
Yeah.
So far, pleasant experience?
Yeah, I think I can eat this on its own because it's kind of complete already. Putting your curry probably just elevates it, but it's already nice on its own.
There's a saltiness in the cheese that it's hard to ignore.
Mm.
The onions are very sweet. Like as I'm eating, right, the thing that sticks out is still the onions,
Mm,
not so
correct.
much the curry.
Correct. The onion is really the first thing you taste, and it kind of lingers also. Still onion.
No, but to me, it's still in a good way, so I also don't mind. So like if you don't want the curry flavor to be so strong, like with the normal chicken curry also, it's still very nice. I feel. The way that this one is made, right, like with all the ingredients in between the two layers of the prata, the prata doesn't have a chance to be tough. So like I'm enjoying this texture a lot more.
Maybe also because the ingredients are also like more
Like moist and
it's
like
wet.
fluffy.
Yeah. In general, I feel if you need a prata fix, this place, Uncle Prata, is not a bad place to go.
I wouldn't say I'm underwhelmed. So actually, if I live around the area, confirm I will come here.
Really?
Yeah.
Ken, I think that's it. We gotta go to our next location.
Okay, so now we are at Enaq. Apparently, Larry has read about this place quite a bit. And a few of the viewers also left comments about this place.
Correct. Larry was like a bit unhappy that we didn't come here. So today, since a lot of people said that this place is nice, we are here to prove them wrong. I'm pretty sure it's nice if a lot of people say it's nice.
Yeah, that's why I'm quite excited to try. Can we get one kosong prata? And then also another sardine. Alright, so now we are at our second place called Enaq.
Enaq. Actually, this place is not halal certified. However, all the ingredients used is halal. So to me, it's good enough lah. But to each their own. Generally, from what we see, everything is crispy over here.
Yes, it looks very crispy.
Let me just... we got kosong and
Sardine.
sardine.
I've never seen a sardine sardine prata before.
Correct. I've seen it on the menu, but I've never ordered
No, I never seen it on the menu.
Really?
Maybe because I don't look at the menu actually.
Do you also have sambal?
Yeah, interestingly, it comes with sambal like default. Do we ask for it?
No, it's default. According to the signage there, it says, "Dear customers, our prata is served with sambal, chili, and fish curry or dal."
Yeah.
We shall start with the crispy kosong.
Wow.
It's super crispy.
Wow.
Oh, it's kind of oily.
Yeah, I can see the oil. I mean, but I think to get this kind of texture, you definitely have to make it oily.
Correct.
Crispy. The dough is a little bit savoury.
Oh, yeah?
It's not as sweet as some others I've tasted.
Huh.
Not bad eh. Although I don't really feel like I'm eating prata.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like prata.
It feels like if I was eating a youtiao but like flat.
The one you said youtiao, right? The smell of oil just and it tastes like youtiao. Not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Some people might like it.
As in, I think if you're on the crispy gang of prata, I think it's more or less in line there.
Yeah.
I think as in the dough taste also is quite nice. Okay, let's try the.
So interesting.
This is curry ikan.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. How is it?
Fish taste not as strong.
Huh?
There's flavour, but it's just more like on the salty side. There's definitely the fish taste, but it's not as sour, not as sweet, not as fishy as I would like it.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's super balanced lah.
Yeah, okay, but to be fair, it's meant to be eaten with both the sambal and the curry. So maybe I'm
True,
missing out something.
true.
Although the sambal like a bit watery. The first thing that hits me is just like the saltiness. When I was expecting a bit more sweetness.
Correct. Dried chilies, ikan bilis. Those are the main two things that came out when I ate it.
But yeah, I would want mine to be sweeter.
I think everything here is more on the savory side.
Yeah. For me, everything just is too far on the savory side. Okay, no, so the curry like being like salty and like and thick is one thing. But then like usually I like it when the sambal like contradicts that a bit with the sweetness and
Correct. Yeah.
like a different kind of spice compared to the curry.
Correct.
Yeah, so like I'm not a big fan of like how everything blends together. Yeah, because everything is more on everything's
One dimension.
Yeah, one dimension.
Interestingly, I find this one is the best out of everything here. To me, this is quite balanced. I thought the sambal would really like, haha, here's a bit of sweetness, but no. Is it a bad dish? No.
I feel like if you're on the camp of like crispy prata, I think this is quite nice. Like I quite enjoyed the texture, even though I'm not used to it. It's still nice.
It's time for some sardine.
It sounded interesting to me because I've never tried it before and I've never seen it on the menu like I mentioned.
Yeah, I got to see. But because I always wonder, because I got tried sardine murtabak before, but I always wonder what flavor profile would you take for sardines. I wouldn't say I'm apprehensive, but it looks pretty dry on the inside. think you need to eat with the sauce. It's not fishy. It tastes like sardines, but it doesn't taste or smell fishy.
And no, but it's a bit bland without the sauce. And a bit dry, yeah.
Let's immediately just do that.
It's quite hearty with the sardine. As in, it feels more than just a kosong prata. And sometimes when I eat like kosong for lunch or dinner or whatever, it's just like carbohydrate.
Correct.
It's quite nice to have like big chunks of like fish
meat and proteins. I've never tasted this before, so I have no actual like base standard of what it should taste like. But just like this, I think it's quite good. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay, so now we are at a place called Prata Lahhh.
I saw a section called Chef's Innovation. So along with our prata kosong, we are gonna get something called Eggs Benedict Prata.
That sounds very interesting.
Right? I've had something similar at Springleaf, but there's legit hollandaise sauce. But I don't know what's their rendition.
Wow. I'll be very amazed if there's like hollandaise sauce.
Kosong satu, Eggs Benedict satu. That's all. Makan. We are now at Prata Lahhh. We are in Changi Village.
Prata Lahhh.
Prata Lahhh.
Wait, eating Prata Lahhh.
We have one kosong and one Eggs Benedict.
Can I just say that this reminds me of like it looks like an egg on like a roasty.
Their poached egg also looks very, very nice.
Yeah, I'm very surprised like how well the poached egg looks.
Yeah.
This looks like my perfect prata. Because it's like the kind that like, okay, so it doesn't look super oily, a little bit more than like the first one that we had today.
Okay, yeah.
But because like inside still a little bit fluffy and not so crispy that you can still like do the seal thing. Like
the curry looks very, very, very powerful.
Yeah,
it's
it looks
super
luscious. It looks velvety.
Velvety is the word, man. It looks really good. We try the kosong first as usual. I feel out of the three today, even though this is still not as sweet as I would like or I'm used to,
I was just about to say it's not as sweet as well.
but the sweetness is still more than the rest.
But also for me, right, like texturally, this is the really my favorite. Texturally.
Oh, texturally, okay.
So this is really the perfect in between. There's like every bite you take is slightly different.
Okay.
Right,
I get what you
this
mean.
gives me like everything.
Okay lah, it's not texture, I don't really care, but taste-wise, so far, the best amongst today. Okay, so I will be trying the dal and chicken. You have the
Mutton and the fish.
Okay, let's go. Between chicken and dal, right?
Yeah.
I prefer dal. Interestingly, the dal is pretty good. I feel the chicken is a bit fatty. I don't know how to explain. It's more like thick and you know when you taste it.
It's very irregular of a chicken curry.
Yeah. So I don't know what I'm exactly tasting. It's just very fatty and flavorful. Just not what I was expecting. Yeah.
I was gonna say the same about the mutton. Because like, okay, so from the color, it doesn't look like a mutton curry. And from the taste also, like, I'm not sure what I'm eating. Like, I don't have the same mutton gaminess in a good way, because I like mutton. But it's not bad. Like, it still tastes nice. There's a very nice heat to it. The texture is very nice. But their fish curry, however, I like the amount of sourness you get from it. Not so enough for my liking. But the fishiness, I think not as strong. Like, I would prefer it to be stronger.
Okay, again, let's move on to the Eggs Benedict Prata.
Shall we plan for an egg burst shot?
It has a semi-banje texture. I don't even know what's inside.
What is that layer on top?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, cheese lah.
Oh.
It got ham lah.
Wow. That looks really good. Initially, I was worried that this was just going to be like a overpriced plaster prata. Like, so like instead of like a fried egg, they just put like a poached egg on top. But it's quite surprising to see like the different layers.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. I thought it was just like, hey, let's anyhow make and then put an English name or French name on this.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a very young person taste. I think like those like maybe your boomers or your older millennials will be like, apa ni prata nonsense, anyhow mix. They wouldn't get this flavor. But it's really nice to me. If you enjoyed Springleaf's Prata's creations, this is worth a try.
No, it's legit good.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, for those that have been to arcade house, you know what the arcade special is, right? It's like, it's very special to me. There's so many flavors and it's very satisfying. This one is satisfying in a similar way, but not too overpowering.
Correct. It's not as jelak as that can be.
But this one, like, it's more balanced. Like it's not too much on one side of the scale where
Alright.
I don't know, like you want to like go home and kill.
Correct.
This one really, I would say, quite well balanced.
I feel like this is a lighter, it gives you a lighter effect as compared to the Arctic Special.
No, yeah.
I love that we're ending it with the best one of the day.
Yeah, man. I think I'll come back to Prata Lahhh. So like, I think the standard prata is, the prata kosong is damn solid.
Okay.
It's really my kind where it's like crispy, doughy, crispy. The curries are good and the specialty stuff is, I mean, it's surprising and it's honestly a very good combination.
I would also come back to Prata Lahhh for the sole reason that their curries are the most punchy and they give the most flavour as compared to the rest. Okay, my favourite prata of the day is Prata Lahh's Eggs Benedict Prata. I really feel it was a cool innovation. Though there was no hollandaise sauce like how an Eggs Benedict should be, but I felt like the cheese, the ham and the poached egg was the most balanced tasting prata that I've tasted the whole day. And it's only $5.
My favourite is also Prata Lahh's, but the prata kosong. I will always fall back to the kosong. The Eggs Benedict is a bit too much for breakfast. But I can eat the kosong for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, for supper. I think overall, like trying everything today, I think the overall consensus is that like when the flavours get a chance to be the most authentic is when we enjoy it the most lah.
Correct.
Right. Like for example, like the first one, right, the uncle was saying that like, he catered his recipes to fit more like the Chinese population over there. Because he said like 90% of his customers are Chinese. So like he had to kind of cater to them, to what they like. Like for example today, right, I really prefer it when the flavours are let loose to be what they more authentically are.
Yeah. Thank you for watching this episode of Neighbourhood Gems. If you like this video, you can watch more over there.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Bye-bye.
Bye. Prata part 3, I think don't need.
Prata Lahhh.